Hunter Biden returns to court in Delaware and is expected to plead. Wilmington, Delaware. AP. Hunter Biden is due back in a Delaware courtroom Tuesday, where he's expected to plead not guilty to federal firearms charges that emerged after his earlier deal collapsed. Time equals 400 Ms. Greater than the president's son is facing charges that he lied about his drug use in October 2018 on a form to buy a gun that he kept for about 11 days. He's acknowledged struggling with an addiction to crack cocaine during that period, but his lawyers have said he didn't break the law. Gun charges like these are rare, and an appeals court has found the ban on drug users having guns violates the Second Amendment under new Supreme Court standards. Hunter Biden's attorneys are suggesting that prosecutors bowed to pressure by Republicans who have insisted the president's son got a sweetheart deal, and the charges were the result of political pressure. Time equals 400 Ms. Greater than he was indicted after the implosion this summer of his plea agreement with federal prosecutors on tax and gun charges. The deal devolved after the judge who was supposed to sign off on the agreement instead raised a series of questions about the deal. Federal prosecutors had been looking into his business dealings for 5 years, and the agreement would have dispensed with criminal proceedings before his father was actively campaigning for president in 2024. Now, a special counsel has been appointed to handle the case, and there appears no easy end in sight. No new tax charges have yet been filed, but the special counsel has indicated they could come in California or Washington. Time equals 400 Ms. Greater than file. President Joe Biden's son Hunter Biden leaves after a court appearance, July 26, 2023, in Wilmington, Delaware. Hunter Biden is expected back in a Delaware courtroom Tuesday, October 2, to face federal firearms charges that emerged after his plea deal collapsed. AP photo, Julio Cortez, file, in Congress. House Republicans are seeking to link Hunter Biden's dealings to his father's through an impeachment inquiry. Republicans have been investigating Hunter Biden for years, since his father was vice president. While questions have arisen about the ethics surrounding the Biden family's international business, no evidence has emerged so far to prove that Joe Biden, in his current or previous office, abused his role or accepted bribes. The legal wrangling could spill into 2024, with Republicans eager to divert attention from the multiple criminal indictments faced by GOP primary frontrunner Donald Trump, whose trials could be unfolding at the same time, after remaining silent. For years, Hunter Biden has taken a more aggressive legal stance in recent weeks, filing a series of lawsuits over the dissemination of personal information purportedly from his laptop and his tax data by whistleblower IRS agents who testified before Congress as part of the GOP probe. The president's son, who has not held public office, is charged with 2 counts of making false statements and 1 count of illegal gun possession, punishable by up to 25 years in prison. Under the failed deal, he would have pleaded guilty and served probation rather than jail time on misdemeanor tax charges and avoided prosecution on a single gun count if he stayed out of trouble for 2 years. Time equals 400 Ms. Greater than defense attorneys have argued that he remains protected by an immunity provision that was part of the scuttled plea agreement, but prosecutors overseen by special counsel David Weiss disagree. Weiss also serves as U.S. Attorney for Delaware and was originally appointed by Trump. Hunter Biden, who lives in California, had asked for Tuesday's hearing to be conducted remotely over video feed, but U.S. Magistrate Judge Christopher Burke sided with prosecutors, saying there would be no special treatment.